Hello there, my name's Tracy Alsam and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Canada. Welcome to my Paper Craft with Me YouTube channel. It's still August just, and at the moment here in Nova Scotia we're in the middle of another heat wave with a heat advisory and the temperature getting to a feel like of almost 40 degrees. So today I'm thinking Christmas. I'm thinking something a little bit cooler. And what I want to do today is show you a really quick project to create your own personalised to-do list using a very cheap notebook that I picked up in Dollarama locally. So that's the notebook, and I'm going to use this absolutely gorgeous designer series paper that's called Santa's Workshop. I have shown you this in a previous video and I'll put a link to it in my blog so that you can look back at that and see all the lovely patterns. This particular one has images where some of the white, not the beard, but the top of the Santa's hat and the elf's hat. It's actually got a flocked material, so it's lovely to look at and lovely to touch. But we're going to get on and we're going to make this very, very quick notebook cover. I'm going to start with a pair of paper snips, and I'm just going to cut out this little guy here. I thought he would be perfect for my notebook. So there we are. Let's just take him out. So that's the first piece. The second piece is this designer series paper. It's from the same pack, but I actually want this plain side, so I'm just going to use multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to just attach that to the front of the notepad. I quite like that black section at the top, so I have cut this piece of paper to fit the front of the pad up to that black section. It will actually work quite well with the image that I've got. I'll just give that a little adjustment, and there we are. So there's that to start with. Now I'm going to grab my stamp set. This is Signs of Santa. It's a stamp set that coordinates with that designer series paper, and I want to use this Wishing You Everything on Your List. So I have it already mounted on an acrylic block, and I have some thick Whisper white card there, a little bit of of Memento Tuxedo black ink. Stamp that, and now it's time for the big shot. Oh, here it comes. Still using those really well worn pads. Almost 5 years old now, and you can see they've actually got some big cracks in them now. So not much longer will I get use out of those, but they have been bowed and flattened and bowed and flattened so many times they've eventually got a crack in them, but that's okay. I'm using the stitch shape framelets. Number 2, counting from the smallest up, and that I will do it this way. Get that on there, and also I have my Santa. Now you might like to fussy cut, but you don't necessarily have to. These are the dies that coordinate with that designer series paper and with that stamp set. So all of these images, all of these dies cut out stamped images and designer series paper images. These 3 are only for stamped images, and these 3 don't coordinate with any images at all. You can just use those to cut snowflakes. So hopefully I'm not getting my head in the shot. Just want to get him lined up best I can without getting a complete shot full of hair. Run that through. Nice and simply. And there you are. There's my Santa all cut, ready to go. So there we are. piece of ribbon. This is the textured weave ribbon that I showed you on my blog a couple of days ago, and I'm going to use some tear and tape adhesive to attach that to the notebook. I do like to use tear and tape adhesive when I'm attaching ribbon, purely and simply because it's dry, so it's not going to ooze glue through the weave of the ribbon, but also it's very, very strong, so I'm sure that this won't come off while it's in use. So let's add another little bit there. And there is my ribbon. So I'm just going to trim that piece. Do it this way around, it's easier for me. There. So there's that. I have that little piece, I'll use that again in a second. Now my sentiment can sit on there. Let's use some liquid glue for that. I want to make sure that it's in the right place as far as my Santa is concerned. So I'm looking at how the shape of the Santa fits around that sentiment, like that. And I can put my sentiment down. Make sure that's straight. And grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. A little bit of a Stampin' Dimensional just there, so I don't want that to come off. Don't want that to get caught. So there we are, there's my Santa. Now I can put him on here as I had planned. Like that. And this little piece of ribbon, I have a pencil. I always like to keep pencils or pens with my notebook, so I have got that piece of ribbon. Unfortunately I don't have a red pen, but the pink one will have to do. So again, some tear and tape adhesive. Making sure it's good and strong. So, put the pen on the ribbon, wrap it around so we know it's going to fit, and then press that together. So now I've created a loop. I can open up my notepad, grab some more tear and tape adhesive, that's on the back of that piece of ribbon. I can put that inside my notebook, press it down, and there we are. One little to-do list, Santa on the front, pencil in the side with a loop, and must have been all of 5 minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll have another sneak peek from the 2018 Stampin' Up catalogue for you tomorrow, and we'll see what we have then. I believe I'm going to do a bit more stamping. So if there's any information you need, inspiration, tips, paper crafting ideas, do visit my website and blog, www.papercrafting.com. papercraftwithme.com, and I will put a list of the supplies used in the description box below once the holiday catalogue goes live on the 5th of September. Until then, I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye.